Hey, it's me, your worst coach. I know y'all like the slop, so here's some sloppy ass, what is it, patch notes overview for the Karapichu test server. I do have, another educational video in the works, but I've kind of stalled on it, and I've also fallen into an Uma Musume rabbit hole, specifically the Japanese server, because there's not a lot of content on the English server. So yeah, anyway, uh, changes! I'm assuming that's what that says. Thankfully, there's English translations at the bottom, so no need for Google Translate. Anyway. New throwable. Bulletproof Barrier. You can kind of see here in the overview here. It's kind of the inverse of the interceptor. Instead of blocking nades, it blocks bullets. This will actually probably be very, very useful for things. I think what comes up in my mind immediately is something like Space Lab. When you're on defense holding A main, A long, you throw an interceptor, well actually no, when what is it? When barrier drops, you have your buddy who's with you throw the bulletproof barrier, and then you can like snipe, you can do whatever the fuck you want from what is it? From A main into A long in Space Lab. So yeah, that's pretty neat, and it's a pretty neat shakeup to the nade meta. And then we have UI changes here. I'm not too sure, so demolition and invasion. So this doesn't actually come up for normal demo, so I can kind of ignore this. Let's see, map editor optimizations, new map, extreme push, don't care, balance adjustments, temporary. Okay, cool. This is very useful, and then we'll get to character changes after. But overall system changes. Temporary armor, has no upper limit of 100, does not decay over time, is removed only after the duration ends, cannot be stacked. This is a nerf, right? This is a nerf to Celestia even more. They need to readjust her shield amounts. I've already gone through this, by the way, and I'm pretty sure she has no numbers change for that, but this is mostly a buff, but still kind of a nerf, because yeah, this is still kind of a nerf. It's fine for Ming, her ult, but it's really fucking bad for Celestia. Like this sucks, because you know Celestia's entire thing is temp armor, so this is kind of rough. Okay, so character changes. Lwing gets 2 knife usage. It only scans twice. It spreads less. But inversely, it gets a 5-second cooldown reduction. Overall, I think this is better, because it did feel kind of bad to have only the one knife use as Lwing. Like you throw knife to insta scan mid, and then you just don't have it for the B take, and then your team has to stall out for B on Wendy. I hit my mic, by the way, sorry. So this is overall better, and I hope this incentivizes more people to actually pick up Lwing, because now you actually have more skill uses. I think that's kind of what this is trending towards, is that they want people to pick up Lwing specifically in global, because I think Lwing usage has always been fine in the Chinese server, but I think this is a very global centric change. I don't know, I'm probably like coping, but like y'all don't play enough Lwing in global. Ultimate now allows shooting while inside the magnetic field. Cannot re-enter stealth within 3 seconds after firing inside the field. There's a lot you can do to cheese this. There's like a lot you can do to cheese this. But you have to be very picky about when you do this, because you have to have an escape route for this, because once you shoot your the invis inside your field is effectively useless, right? So I mean, honestly, I don't even know why they buffed the ultimate. I thought it was like perfect the way it is, using it as more of a utility now to get guaranteed scans, but I'm not the devs, so they thought of they thought of something to buff it, and that's the change they made. I'm not fully in agreement of it, but like, again, I'm not the developers. Vision duration reduced from 3 to 2 to for all skills. This is the compensation for everything. I still think this is a net overall buff for Lwing, because she's going to be a lot more. I mean, you can already be so very active with Lwing, but this allows it to be more active, like even more now. Yeah, this is very complicated wording, I am aware. Resonance network. Vision time upgrade reduced from 2 to 1. Awakening slow duration 4 to 3. Awakening duration 1620. Auto destroys after max scan count. Huh. No, I think Lwing still gained from this. Because they have to nerf the rest of her kit just to compensate for the fact that, like, she's just going to be scanning a lot more frequently now, right? So I think this is good. I think this is overall a net buff. Some people might say like this is a nerf to Lwing, but I think you make up for it with the amount of scans you get. So yeah. Reichi. Weapon upgrade changed from switch scope magnification to switch fast high magnification scope, plus 20 ADS speed. Working 2 team buff. This doesn't really change a whole lot for Reichi. I mean, I guess for the middle bottom blue, I'd probably want to go for this new one instead of recoil handling, which is just like recoil reduction. So I guess this is cool, but this buff to A2 makes taking it like feel less bad, but you'd still rather have A3 just because one way vision is just insane, right? Like, I don't know why you'd ever like want to pick this over A3 still. I think this is now like 40 temp armor to teammates when they cross, but again, it's not amazing. Like, I would really rather just pick A3. This at least is still better because now you can have faster ADS speed. So it makes playing Reichi like in those kind of like mid-range areas kind of like pretty good now. Still not the best. You still want to put some distance between you and your opponent, but at least if you're doing like medium long range fights now, like it doesn't feel terrible. In close to medium range fights, you'd still want to do the paper spam thing. Okay, Ming. So, upon first read, you might think this is a nerf, but this is overall actually kind of a buff. Because while the slow and the damage over time got nerfed, the fact that this lasts like a second longer means that like Ming fits even more into this role of like a team-oriented duelist where you pop it in a location that you really want the POS team not to occupy. And then there's already like a ton of different spots for Ming to do this on across all the maps. So the fact that the devs are kind of shoehorning you into that playstyle is better for me and just better for the overall player base in general, because I think a lot of people play Ming a bit too selfishly when it's kind of clear now that Mara is that more selfish character. And even then, a lot of people pick Mara a bit too much no, not when, but because, you know, they pick Mara over Ming more, you lose a lot of that like space taking opportunity, and it kind of leads to like either like an insta like loss in the first place, or just like a much harder time because you don't have the Ming. This is also your public service announcement for anybody who watches this. Please play Ming. Please play Lwing. Like, attack feels so much better when you have both of these characters. It's insane. I don't care what rank you are. I don't even know if like any fucking super strings or singularities would watch. But I would assume if you're playing in Singularity or Superstring in Global, you would know this by now. If you don't know this, I don't know. I don't know, man. Fucking, I don't know. I'm not gonna say anything on YouTube because like this would get demonetized. All right, so Ming's ultimate now grants 100 temporary armor to self for 12 seconds. I think this is still normal. The amount is still the same, but now they've just added the duration because it only adds until it only runs out until duration. I mean, 12 seconds is a lot, but like 100 armor is gonna go by fast. I feel like I'd rather have them go like 150, 200, but you know, they're the devs, not me. And Resonance Network. A2, damaging enemy armor grants 45 temporary armor for... Oh, Oh wait, no, yeah, okay. No, those are good. Those are good. I never use A3. I personally feel like A2 is like the auto default, but like I know a lot of people like to run A3 as well. Like, yeah, these are just net buffs to Ming. These are just net buffs to Ming, and this should give you more incentive to bring her for your attack team costs, just because like she does even more now. She just does even more now. I don't know why you wouldn't bring her. I know people. I know the whole Ming jail meme exists for a reason, but like, you know, there's a reason why it's a meme, and there's a reason why I'm kind of like infuriated when I don't see Lwing or Ming in like a streamer's like rank game. Meredith. I really fuck with this alt nerf, and also like for the actual Meredith players, this is insanely good. Don't get it twisted. This change alone is an entire ass buff, but holy shit, I really like Meredith ult lasted for like way too long in my opinion, and I'm just really glad to see 5 seconds cut from it, because it really did kind of turn the tide of a match too much. Like either like, I don't know, man. Like this is good. This is a good nerf. Like I feel like Meredith really fucking deserves this. Like she really deserves this. A3. I don't know a whole lot about Yevette, so I'm not gonna comment on this. Like, is this a buff? I feel like this is a buff, but I don't really play Yevette enough to give my opinion on it. I'm not gonna try and like stick my neck out where I shouldn't. I don't know how Yevette works. I don't know her awakenings off the top of my head, but this seems like a buff. This seems like a good thing, and it should make it less frustrating to play Yevette. Michelle. I think the temp armor is the same and the distance is the same. It's just they added the timer to make it last 10 seconds. I mean, both of Michelle's awakenings are still kind of niche, but I feel not. Yeah, I feel like A3 would be better. I don't know. I play Michelle and I don't even really worry about the awakening, so you're not you can't really get an opinion out of me for this one. You really can't. All right, Coconut. See, this is a very interesting change for Coconut. Because now you can cast the ultimate on um characters that are still alive, and now it grants 40% damage reduction, 10% move speed, 20%. I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be paper move speed. I'm assuming, so I don't know what the fuck bot efficiency is. I don't know what this is. Rate of fire? I don't know. No, not rate of fire. Recoil? I don't know. I don't know what 20% bot efficiency is. If you know what this is, like, if you can translate this, like, let me know. And then 10% fire rate boost for 12 seconds. Like you could like you surely use this if you're playing Coconut on your Flavia, right? Like there's not really any other like good candidate for this. And I feel like the res just has more utility in general compared to giving your alive Flavia these buffs. Like, don't get me wrong, these are insane buffs, but like a revive is a revive. Especially in this game where revives are not plentiful. Like that is insane, right? But at the very least now, you know, you don't have to like you don't have to like pity revive the Flavia when she fucking dies with ult, right? You don't have to. There's a few things you can do with it, but they're not coming off the top of my head, and I don't think it's like that insane. Like it's an insane change. I just don't think it changes too much about how Coconut plays on defense. Because at the end of the day, it's still a sniper rifle. And you still need to hit shots. Because apart from the healing, you are kind of a deadweight if you don't hit your shots as Coconut. That's what else. Leona. I don't play Leona. I don't know what the fuck this does. When block is destroyed, damages and knocks back enemies. Like, I don't know what this does. I'm assuming that, like, there's gonna be a range for this, and that when they destroy it, like, I don't know. I don't play Leona. I'm not gonna stick my neck out again and like give an opinion on this. Like, let me know in the comments as a Leona player how you feel about this, but this just doesn't feel like anything to me. Yiri! This is insane. This is a massive fucking buff. Like, you can play around this and make yourself really fucking annoying to deal with. That guy, Gaijin. He probably like pissed his pants when he saw this shit. Like, restoring armor while in the poison fog. And, you know, it's not interrupted by damage. Like, it doesn't even matter if the regen rate is slow. Like, the fact that you're just, like, regenning armor at all is just kind of insane. It just allows for, like, so much survivability that you really shouldn't be having. And it really comes up specifically when you're playing in those close quarters, like, fights. Because you really need that armor regen for those close quarters fights. Like, yeah, it won't come up if you're playing long range, but like at that point, like you either won or lost because of skill issue, right? So, like, I feel like this is just such an insane change that like you're gonna see a lot of like Yugiri users fucking what is it pick up once this comes to global. And that video, and that ultimate Yugiri video that Gaijin made is gonna like skyrocket in views because because his video really should be the first one you look at. Like I only skimmed through it, but like it's like an hour long, bro. Like it's insane. It's just insane. And this change is insane. Like so long as you play your cards right, like this is always just a net buff to Yugiri. And it just makes her like not unkillable, but like it's super hard to kill now. Flavia. Hold on, real quick. Before I get to Flavia, I'll just go over Nobu because Nobu only has the one change. I kind of don't like. I don't like this. I know it standardizes it with Lwing, but I don't like this because EMP's not that insane. EMP's not that insane. It's not like Mara where you throw it out, you hit a bunch of people, and then they can't destroy like your ghost hands or whatever. If you can find the noble ults, you can destroy it. Yeah, I understand that's harder to do. That's harder to do, but than what I'm making it sound like. But like, I feel like noble ult needs to have this like long ass duration to make it worth to use it. Losing your skills is not that crazy. It's crazy at like lower ranks and like mid ranks, but like at the high ranks, this does nothing. Most of the gun fights at like master what is it, super string and singularity are already like decided by aim duels. So doing this is just a net nerf, and this should mean like a net drop off in Nobunaga usage. Which I'm assuming that's what they're going for, but they've definitely gone about this in the wrong way. And then yeah, let's talk about Flavia. And then again, on paper, these changes to Flavia seem like nerfs. Like you have increased cooldown and what is it? Yeah. Yeah, like I don't know why I added the and, but it seems like a net nerf to the Q. But really it's a net buff. Because for what you lose in cooldown, like next skill usage, you make up for it in being able to like live things. Because sure, 5 seconds was like a pretty okay amount of time for Flavia to be in her Phantom form, but like I don't know if you've ever played Flavia, but like sometimes you just feel like it's way too short, and then you just get punished for it. Like this also incentivizes you to be like really fucking stupid about how you use your Q. In theory, but then you also get like heavily punished if you do this now because instead of 25, it's 30. Like I feel like this really incentivizes the playstyle of like you pop Q early, you go into a team fight, and then you just back the fuck out if you like take instant damage. Like just information gathering. What is it, Flavia? It does mean for when I play Flavia and stuff that like I'll have to wait an extra 5 seconds. But I feel like the butterfly duration overall like makes up for this. Like it's not like insane, but like I feel like this is a net buff to the Q. And the ult. This well the network in general, but illusion time changed to cooldown reduction, which is nice. I feel like this is the auto default now because you'll go back to your 25-second cooldown and then you have like less like a tighter timing in between, like, you know, your Q pop and then when it like when you use it, like, you know, like I don't know how to explain it. This is a slop video, fuck you, but this is better. And Awakening 3, like, this is pretty, no, this is a nerf, but like I think it's a fair nerf because I think this is the same amount of armor you would have gone at max damage taken from the old A3. But like this, you know, A3 is still strong. And A3 is significantly easier to use than A2. Like A2 is like hella strong, but like you really have to know how to use A2 to make that shit work. And in your general rank games, you really don't want to be using A2. Like it comes up at like the highest level, but even then, I think all the flobbies anyways take A3 anyway because like the A2s they don't put themselves in the situation to where A2 is useful. Call it a hot take, but that's how I feel about it. If you want more hot takes on the pro scene and stuff, come watch my Twitch where I just fucking like repeat the same topics over and over and over and over again and just like hammer it home how much I'm disappointed in global. That's not self-promotion, by the way. Like I'm just genuinely saying that because like I'm not gonna put it out there on YouTube just because like I have more of an audience here than I do on Twitch, and like I don't know, man. I don't know. There's a lot I can say on everything. Celestia. I hope these are buffs. I think these are buffs. I don't play Celestia. I used to quite a bit back then when I was a noob, but like I think no, I think this is just keeping the status quo the same. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. This is just a status quo thing. Fuchsia, on the other hand, is like my brain just fucking exploded because this really should have been a thing from the get-go. 20 meters was too short. Like it was way too short, and it needed to be bigger. I understand the balancing factor is that like, you know, like is when you scan an enemy, like the enemy knows like, oh, you're there, but like the scan range is too short. So buffing it up to 25, yeah, it helps buff like those stupid like Fuchsia only players, but like she kind of needed this. Not only if what is it? IDS weren't pussies and made Fuchsia scan for the entire team. I understand that goes against the whole shark motif, but like, bro, Fuchsia is not a replacement for Lwing. Stop trying to replace Fuchsia with Lwing. It's literally just not the same. Economy doesn't even fucking count either. Like, I hate it. Like, please, for the love of God, do not think that Fuchsia Economy is an inherent replacement for Lwing. Yeah, you got to play your favorite characters, but that shit is fucking ass. And it should feel like ass when you play a ranked game with that shit. Like if you genuinely think that those two replace Lwing, you deserve the rank you got. I don't care if it's a high rank or a low rank, you deserve the rank you got. You're a fucking idiot. You're an actual fucking idiot. There's another hot take. But like you're a genuine fucking idiot. Okay, anyway, before I make myself even more mad, let's go to Madalena. A1. What is it? HP regen 2 to 3. This should have happened. HP regen was too slow. Second of all, yes, finally, thank you. Holy shit! 2 yellows? With such a pain in the ass. This actually makes getting A1 like actually feasible and like kind of worth it. The situations where A1's gonna come up are like still gonna be non-existent, but hey, at least you can get it easier now, and like it doesn't suck to build. And like at the very least now you can actually start building into fucking A3. This doesn't change anything for A2, but like at least you can build into A3 now. So that's cool. Audrey, and then we have Gala, Chio. And what are these? Oh, that's for the other demo. Crystal infection. No issues. Okay. So I'm going to ignore these. So just these now. And then now we're on Audrey. If you made this far, by the way, like I feel like this is insanely justified. But like if you made this far into this fucking dogshit video, you owe it to yourself to either subscribe or at least like and comment. You don't even have to comment, just like the video. Like, come on, man, this shit is like so low effort. Like if you actually sat through my fucking rambling and shit, like you're definitely the type of person that like to see a literal autistic person just spout his fucking bullshit opinions when he's not even like a high ranking player, and like who like thinks he's an actual good coach because he has like fucking tier 3, tier 4 experience in a fucking hero shooter. Like that's not even a attack shooter. Like you're definitely that type of person. So if you made it this far, you owe it to yourself to either do one of those two. You owe it to yourself. You owe it to yourself. And then now Audrey's changes. Active skill. Overheat charge times. Oh wait, that's a nerf. Yeah, that's a nerf. But inversely, the decay is actually shorter. This is better overall. It means Audrey doesn't spam as hard, but also at the same time, like she also doesn't get like I don't know. I feel like this what is it, incentivizes more overheat management now. Like I think this will increase the skill gap. The skill gap for the skill ceiling or skill gap. I don't know which one. For Audrey, for playing Audrey. Like it's actually going to be kind of hard to manage your overheat. So it's an overall positive. I won't say it's a buff because it's not, but it's an overall positive for the playstyle of Audrey. And then I don't even know what the old. Let me pull this up actually. Labiao guide. What was Audrey's old thing here for A1? A1 was, what is it? 1 blue. Wait, what did it get changed? Mobile track. One blue. Wait, so they swapped it? Did they swap it? Oh yeah, they did. So you just don't get A1 and you have overheat now. No, that's a buff. I say that's a buff. Not needing to reload anymore. That's completely fine. That's an animation that goes unused, but this is just better overall. So then they swap movable orbit to A1, and they Okay, so yeah, that's good. And then A3 gets replaced with what? Unlimited firepower. Shooting continuously increases fire rate. One blue, 2 yellow, 1 green. So, okay. And then they changed it to 3 blue, 1 yellow, 1 green. So 3 blue, take this out, and 1 green. And then now in your turret form, you have another machine gun that you can use while you have the mounted machine gun. It does less damage. You pretty much just go for A3. I understand that A2 feels like significantly less bad to use now. But you just go A3. Like there's still no reason to go A2. Especially when they nerf the damage. If they didn't nerf the damage, I think it's a fine change. But they nerfed the damage. A2 is still dead in the water. So yeah, fucking overall net buff, but A2 got nerfed into the fucking ground. So good job, IDS. This does not make A2 usable. It makes it worse. It makes it so much fucking worse. And then Galatea and Chio. Let's do Chio first because Chio has like 2 lines of text. Exit animation 1.8 seconds, total charge time 2 seconds. Deserved nerf. Deserved nerf. I wish they would nerf more about what Chio does. Because I think even though she's kind of a frail character, she's still overtuned as fuck, but deserved nerf. I don't know if they should make the gunfire slower, nerf the damage, or change up the numbers or how the key works, but this isn't enough. I feel like Chio should only be a side grade to Manalina and not the default. And this still doesn't do enough to push that. But again, hey, I'm not a fucking game designer at IDS. Like, I don't have the stats, but I feel like every single game I at least play in global, I just see like a shit ton of Chios instead of at the very least it makes sense for like Nobu because Nobu has very clear downsides. I just feel like Chio's overtuned and just is kind of like the auto pick, like between Nobu or Madalena. Like I'm not even salty. I just like from my own balanced perspective, I think that's how it should be. And then Galatea. Deserve nerf to energy cost, but inversely, you get a nice buff here where once you pop the ultimate, you also get another Q usage back. I mean, I think in general, Galatea's skill is still gonna be like just quickly refreshing dog shit, but hey, at least you get another Q usage back, so there you go. And then A1. Yeah, A1's better. I mean, like, come on. Grants 20 temporary armor for 6 seconds instead of fire rate boost. Like, that's just better. That is just better. Like, there's nothing else to say about that. That's just straight up better. And then this is just overall like a buff to Galatea as well. I don't know how much they've reduced the card hitbox by, but you can look at Billy, I suppose. Like this was long overdue. I'm gonna be fucking real with you. This was long overdue. Clones can no longer be blocked by walls for vision, and clone stats change to aiming with weapon and now rotates. So this makes it a lot like more believable, but like again, the biggest one here is like the card hitbox size being reduced. Well, hopefully it's by like a large enough margin to make using Galatea feel like significantly less shit. But these are overall buffs with some like understandable nerfs, but Galatea players win in this situation. Like yeah, there's shit to complain about, but like bro, you like this enough this enough should be this enough should be enough for you. Like come on, man. Like reducing the card hitbox size is like insane enough as is. So yeah, that's basically all of the changes. I mean, if you want the super demo changes, here you are. This nobody plays this. Nobody plays this, right? Like I don't know. I don't know. Like this is fucking like worthless to me. And then if you want the crystalline infection mode changes here, there you go. Here's some system optimizations, crystalline infection scoreboard, and then no issues. Like, whatever, man, whatever. And then this is a fucking payload map. They need to make more demolition maps, man. Like it's insane to me how small the map pool is in general for Strinova. Like I understand it's part for the course for tactical shooters, but like it's just so small, man. Like please add more. And then that's Jesus. That's everything. That's all I have to say on the upcoming patch notes for global. And that's currently being tested in the Chinese server. These generally do seem like good balance changes though. So I think it'll stick, but hey, you can let me know in the comments. You can let me know in the comments how you feel about it, but like I feel like I've given reasonable cases for these changes being like like a really positive force for pushing certain playstyles and stuff for Strinova in general. So let me know what you feel like in the comments down below. If you've suffered through this fucking 43-minute video enough, do consider subscribing. And I have a Discord. Please join the Discord because I want to talk to more people who enjoy my dog shit content, and I want to build a community because unfortunately Strinova is dying. Like I'm gonna make as much content for it as I reasonably can without milking it, but I don't know what I'll do when Strinova dies. Maybe just make it for the Chinese server, but at that point I need to make a Billy account. Also, if you're wondering about the next video, it's the video on tempo and timing, but again, stalled out fucking Uma black hole. So yeah, that's it. That's it. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.